Welcome back to Mind Pump TV, guys. I'm your host, Danny Matranga, and today I'm here with Coach Eugene Teo. He's going to do us the favor of showing and demonstrating the butterfly lateral. This is a fantastic exercise for developing the rear and medial delts, as well as some of the musculature of the upper back. It does a great job of building muscle while still maintaining that oh so important dynamic movement that we need out of that shoulder for long-term lifting and longevity. Let's get into it.
Okay, so the butterfly lateral is more of a hybrid or integrated shoulder movement. So it's not just looking at one aspect of the shoulder like the rear deltoid or this middle deltoid. Instead, we're looking at hitting both those areas, the entire shoulder joint, and also a lot of the mid-back, so the rhomboids and the traps, to assist in this whole articulation of the shoulder joint. I think that anytime you can start to introduce more integrated movements that combine multiple joints and get away from the pure isolation or rigidly keeping things stuck in one position, I think if you do that, you're going to have much more success with your upper body and, in this case, your shoulder training. So to begin with, we're going to start just without any dumbbells at all, just to get the movement pattern down. We're going to start with our pinky leading the movement. We're going to pull back at roughly this 45 arm position. And you'll see as we do this, that tracks really nicely along for the rear delt to be contracting and shortening. At the same time as you do this, your shoulder blades will pull back to squeeze together. From here, you'll naturally feel your hand wants to twist down, so the palm is now facing directly down towards the ground, which is actually a good thing. You're going to feel as you do that rotation, a little bit more of your rear delt shortening and more of your mid-back musculature contracting as well. From here, you want to draw as big a circle as you can with your palm facing down, dropping right back down to the ground and repeating the motion, just like you would do if you were doing a butterfly stroke in the pool if you were swimming. So to this, we are going to start to add in some dumbbell loading. So Danny, if you can grab onto those dumbbells there, we're going to go through the exact same motion. Initiating pinkies leading at that 45-degree mark. Once you reach the peak contraction, rotating around to palms down and drawing as big a circle as we can. So as we run through, this starts off with rear delts, mid-back contraction. Once the palm faces down and you go over into that circle, that places the mid-deltoid now into a very advantageous position to be contracting and loading up on that eccentric phase. So with this movement, you are always going to be limited somewhat in the load you can use because this is a very, very weak position to be in. But you can very clearly see how it's not just about shoulders, it's about working them in a very much rotational range of motion and incorporating as much of this mid-back musculature as possible. Final thing to keep in mind here is to make sure you keep everything from this, mid-back section down as limited as possible, because what you'll find you want to do as you go through the movement is, as you go through here, Danny, is you're going to want to start to arch and lift your chest up excessively to try to cheat the movement, especially as you fatigue. So do your best to keep your chest firmly pressed down into the bench the entire time and restrict any extra extension through the lower back, because that will start to take away from the contractions through your mid-back and through your shoulders. For something like this, I like to work in sets of about 15 to 20 reps towards the end of a workout as a nice remedial flush for the entire upper back and shoulder region. So give that a shot, guys. Let us know what you think. Hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you guys next time, Mind Pumpers.